Welcome to East Texas. It's time to go fishing. It's that time again. It's been a while for me. It's hard to tell sometimes when you're looking at my channel. You don't know when I've been on like a little hiatus because I have a lot of content, like footage built up. So even when I haven't fished for a while, I can sit and edit videos from old footage and put it together and still put out new videos. And we just went through this big winter storm. There is still some ice in patches and areas, still some snow on the ground. With all that being said, it has been about a week and a half since I've been fishing at least, and man, that is a long time for me. This is where I'm about to fish. We're back out here at the Honky Pond. There's patches of ice and snow all around the edges of the pond. The water, wow, is crystal clear. I don't know if y'all can see that from being on the camera, but I can see straight into that water. It has been so long since I've been out fishing that I don't even know what in the world I have tied on to my rods. So I'm just gonna pull them out and just start fishing. I got about an hour to fish. Hopefully I can catch a few today, even though it's been cold out. Maybe we can get into a winter bass or two, a chunky, chubby one. And but I'm just gonna throw stuff I've got tied on. So let's grab my gear, get my sling bag on, grab my rods, get the camera mount on, and we can get to it.
Set the hook.
Fish on, fish on.
Bass love wood. Oh my gosh. Bass love rock.
Nice. Whoa, give me that rebound. Holy cow, you guys.
Keep fishing. Keep fishing. Keep fishing.
Fishing.
So I got a little something for my subscribers, a small amount of you that religiously watch my channel that are probably tired of looking at those worn out, ripped up, completely thrashed on gloves. Here they are. I bought these at Academy, and believe it or not, these were super cheap, and they lasted me about a year. And you can tell I fish almost every day. This one's not that bad, but shoot, I don't see the other one. I don't know where the other one went. Oh, there it is. But I mean, look at this. This finger here is completely ripped open, shredded. But that lets you know how many times I would have been hooked in the hand with a hook. And these saved my butt. So these were worth their weight in gold. But I got some new gloves and decided to try some KastKing gloves. So they don't seem quite as heavy duty as those, but I think they're still going to do the job. They're a little bit lighter weight. I like the way they look, but not as worried about how they look. I'm more worried about them doing their job. Oh boy, I got a buzzbait on here. Man, that would be super cool. It is still January. It'd be super cool to throw a buzzbait right now and catch a topwater fish in January. That is not impossible, but it's darn near impossible. All right, let's get to fishing. Why not? The odds of catching a topwater fish, like I said, in late January is slim to none, but it is not impossible. So we're gonna give it a try. All right, fluke time. I think I've got also an inline spinner tied on. I got all moving baits. I don't know if I have anything tied on right now. Maybe a drop shot. That's about it. That's like a soft plastic that's like gonna sit still. But definitely want to try that fluke again. Water is crystal clear and I have not seen any bass at all like swimming around. So that is not a good sign. All right, other end, off we go. All right, let's go to the other end. All right, here we are at the other end. Let's see what happens over here. I think I'm going to start with the blade bait over here, since we haven't thrown that yet. I mean, the wind is blowing all the water towards this bank all the way around that corner. I'm having a moment where I'm wondering, should I go to the wind-blown bank and try that and fish over there instead of fishing over here where it's easier? I have to do a little bit of hiking around that side of the pond. I don't know. Let me think about that for a couple minutes while I fish over here in the middle. Yeah, I'm highly considering making the move and going over that side over there. That might actually be the move right now. I got a fish. I let it die because I was trying to fix my drag and he picked it up. He picked it up. It fell to the bottom, literally, and sat on the bottom while I was doing that. And he scooped it up off the bottom while I was fixing my drag. That was nuts. All right. But even though I'm thinking, oh, well, I should keep throwing this, which I'm going to for a little bit, that also reinforces maybe fishing slower off the bottom, because he literally picked it up off the bottom. He is ice cold, baby. Ding, 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 a ding, ding. All right, thank you, buddy. Fish number one. Thank you, Jesus. All right, that lets me know I should definitely slow down, let this thing die, let it fall, and then take off again. Let it die, let it fall, take off again. I mean, I've been giving it the stop and go, but I haven't given it the stop and let it completely fall before I go. All right, let's take the walk. Much better doing this in the winter time for sure. Whenever I gotta take this walk in the summertime, this stuff is about waist deep, belly deep even in some spots, like these weeds, and it's 100 degrees out, sun shining, waist deep weeds in Texas. It's a good recipe to find a snake. But who knows, maybe this side of the pond over here holds some bass. Bass that want to eat. Let's try right here. Let's see, the one thing that's gotten hit so far is the blade bait. That's what we're gonna throw. Now this side over here is generally pretty shallow over in this corner, so I might not spend too much time over here. Unless it turns out that they're stacked up over here in shallow water. All right, let's keep moving. Just not feeling it here on this corner. Feeling more like they're gonna be down like halfway or more. Maybe even all the way to the other end. Uh-oh, I might be getting in trouble. There's some guys in a side-by-side and a pickup truck coming down here. But I was told by the sheriff I could fish here. Nope, they just drove on by. Cool. Cool, cool. I took that buzzbait off, put a little bit bigger weight. I put a 1/4 ounce weight on here for the Texas rig, since we're throwing into the wind here. All right, this is a 6 cents craw. If I remember right, this is gill dust, and it's got tons of glitter in it, which I'm liking right now because the sun's shining. Even though it's cold out here, it's not super cold today, but it's windy, it's chilly. Water is super cold, but sun is shining. We got no clouds in the sky, so that's part of our problem today. But we do have some help from the wind, which is good. And then I'm gonna, of course, put some stank on this thing. There we go. I'm gonna tighten this tension up a little bit, since we are throwing it into the wind. So now I'm directly across from where I was fishing when I first got here, right on the other bank over there. Maybe I shouldn't have moved to this side. I don't know. I was just following the wind. Which usually following the wind is a good thing, but apparently today it is not. It is not ideal. I am on the wind-blown bank, and I'm not getting anything over here. And I got one on the other side. I think I got a bite. Hold on. I think he picked it up. Yep, I got one. Man, he scooped it so smooth and tried to swim off with it. I didn't even feel him hit it. I didn't feel it until he was swimming with it. And even then, I wasn't quite sure if that was a bite or not, but it was. Yeah, see, remember I was saying about 2 pounds to 3 pounds is very common in here. Wow. He almost tricked me and took off with it. Yeah, that's probably right on like the 2 pound mark, little under, little over, somewhere in that neighborhood. But that's a beautiful little fish right there. It's a nice healthy one. It's got some weight to him, eating well out here. Look at the tummy tum on that thing. Ice cold, but he got it close to the bank right up here, which makes sense. They usually will come up and find crawfish up near the bank. So there we go, fish number 2 on the Texas rig. All right. Thank you, Jesus. Love it, love it, love it. Well, just like that, another day of pond hopping, bass fishing in East Texas is over. Another adventure over here to the Honky Pond. Yes, I am familiar with this place, so this wasn't, whoa, I almost slipped and fell. Whoa. So this is a place I know I can usually come catch a few fish. I've been skunked here many times, but I've caught fish here more than I've been skunked. Anyway, I had a good time, caught 2 fish, a nice 2 pounder, and then a little squeak. One on the Texas rig, one on the blade bait. So I'm not mad about it. It was good to be back out here chucking around some lures in cold weather. Like I said, it's been a week and a half since I fished. So thank you for coming by. Thank you for supporting me. I love all of you, my subscribers, and I appreciate y'all for being here. And if you are not subscribed to my channel and you feel that I have earned it, well then darn it, quit farting around, hit the subscribe button, support me. It is a blessing whenever you subscribe. It is definitely a blessing when you like the video. So with that, God bless you from East Texas. We'll see you next time on the bank.
Fish on, fish on.
Bass love wood. Oh my gosh. Bass love rock.
Nice. Whoa! Give me that rebound. Oh, no, no. Holy cow, you guys.
Fishing. Keep fishing. Keep fishing. Fishing. Fishing.